Greetings from MRI's Gifting Services. Written, authored, owned, arranged. The narration of The Princess and the Prince by Michael R. Henry.
For it was I at the gate, at the innkeeper. What were you doing there? You were dressed in the confidence that I had given you when you were younger. Your hair was long, plaited, your African descent. To whom has taught you to be where I am, as I am. So you embrace me. Are you my lover? Do you have the compassion, the will, the honor, the desire, the intrigue to move as the wind? Establish yourself as the currents go through the trees. For the astral planes are full with suns and moons, night and day. Love is still only a step away. For you are here with me. Now the bachelor and the bachelorette seem to be one of alone, a solid, but with the attribute, the no debt, the no fault, the no guilt, the no cheating. You may find grace beyond and together. For if I give you my garment, and you shall wash upon the washboard, wear it on the day of your salvation, and give grace unto the given, will you still be honored to have my supplication the nights in between, from the days of before? Your situation, your smell, your beauty, to be arrayed in my beige, for we know greater is within he that is sent. For I shall put greater within she, as it is meant. You may bear a son, and you may bear a daughter. But at the end of birth pains, you shall not feel or hasten yourself to know. You are even a child. You will not even be aware. It will be the literal determination of the end of birth pains. You shall fall to the side of another man, complete his desires, strengthen his morale, and come back to your foundation, which is I. Be found out, and it shall be the end of birth pains. So you shall not feel the immortal body in you, though you will be a child. It will be the end of birth pains. You shall not feel the compassion and nurturing of your unborn, because it shall be the end of birth pains. I tell you this because you have came as a princess, and not a lonely heart. You have an entourage that is prepared by sculpture. You have been seen before, have been became. But you have said that you love me. But you have no kindness, indignation of your aforementioned in which is felt. For I not lean unto you, but you lean unto me. For I look on you as a man shall look upon his woman, a soulmate, a helpmate, a non-distress call, a beautiful Clarence in the time of confusion. Are you prepared to stand in the steadfastness, the uphold, the goodness of all time? When love is rare and you walk in your ways, and you lose your statutes because you find yourself weary, stumbling with drunkenness, humbled by the masculine that is going to take your countenance and rumble with you in your foundation. And as you lose your masterpiece, you shall become as you were before we met. For love was established to put love in you. We worked to gather the meat, the food, the grain, the blacksmith tools to greet you in the marketplace with effervescence of being, respect, and dignity as a black woman. But you are not here now. We have looked into the precious mineral, the only one of its kind, into the deepness of the 1300th century. You were a princess then also, looking into a crystal ball that shined through a window in a palace, Puddles were made of wood. You opened them up and doves would flock from the shelves and fly into the scenery, sunshine, heavy walnut trees swaying back and forth, the sun out while the moon is lit. Your dresses were hand knit, woven by wool, lined with nylons, clusters of beautiful arrangement. You were reading your book, the good book I had sent you. We showed you a times and time, for you knew that I had seen through black and black on a deck, 2 or 3 years at youth, 5 to 8 feet away. Black spider caught in black hair above the air. The comprehension of the full cranial anatomy. Impossible to see, impossible to catch, but done, no harm done. This defied all writings, past, present, and future. The enlightenment of coming into your most post-statistical days. Not only were you to become the wealthiest of the world, but to be the wealthiest of not a world. But this fantasy was not thought of yet. It did not encourage the prospectus, for if no one knew, no one knew. But for if one knew, you knew not. These passages were found in the scriptures, starting with "In the beginning, God created." They were found as seen through black and black, as darkness being the blackness, as the night before it was divided into light being the blackness. So the darkness and the blackness and the night and night became as seen through, as seen on a deck, 5 to 8 feet away, in black hair, a black spider, no harm done. So we are in the beginning of Genesis. The Genesis started within the book itself. We know that night starts with N-I, G-H-T. The reverse spelling of night would be in I-N. Spelling it reversed would be T-H-G-I-N. T-H-G-I-N. The Gen. The Genesis. The T-H. Gen. The Gen. Theologian. The Gen. T-H-G-I-N. So we establish night in N as the beginning, but darkness and night and blackness of the night being seen through. So we have to step into the preface of the creation of the earth. So we're not teaching you cunning craftiness ways, the honest hard work, the preparedness of your soulmate, the teachings, the knowledge that shall array you with not confuse you in the day. Though you will have another man, those things will not be thought of. For you'll be fully confessed in the awareness of your whereabouts on that day. But to come back home, tainted, stained with the scent of another's lustful pleasure, I shall still love you. I shall still prepare a place for you. But time shall move on. Time shall gather itself and create anew. But you were sent. You were sent to be the goddess, the foundation, the rock, the softest, truest, most pleasurable example of a woman ever. How did you lose that position? Where did you gain influence of good and bad? Who told you you could? Why all these questions come to mind? Where all of it is stimulated through some type of dictatorship, leadership, passage, or sacredness. It all led to confusion. There was no more loyalty. One couldn't say to another, my fellow mate, friend, compadre. I should see things through and see that it is good. But it came at a time of a new millennium. It came during a time of a time's time. They call this a perverse and crooked generation. So now we take up ourselves to our God, to our fellowship, to all Almighty. Though all things have been made good, that helpmate, that servant, has came and disobeyed. As a princess, draped in the finest of linens, she lowly came back like a lonesome wolf, draped in sheep's clothing. What is your name now that you are a mistress? Who did you come by? What made you feel that way? Shall you ever communicate unto the godship again? Keep your distance, for you are unclean, but I shall cleanse you. What is your pleasure now that you are someone else's? That you are coming from a foreign land, a consecration that I did not make or teach or put in you. Who taught you these things? Are you now a pimp's hoe? You need to know. You figure these things out upon yourself. I am going to pour myself a glass of wine. cried to you in your earlier years, showed you that you are eternal light. When I prayed for you in the corridors, of having no interference, so I did not run into you and cross your path, so that your way was made straight. For if you fell in love with a God who had the stature of a prince, kept his statues in the heavens, then you shall see my contentment. You shall see my descent. Therefore I have not ascended, because we have not touched this earth. It is spoke of in the Godship, when God spoke to Noah in the ark. He told him there was a flood coming, as you know the story to be. He gathered all his family into one ark that he built, led, directed, and all the animals followed. In today's times, that would be considered a zoo. So we want to show you the attribute to the zoo in the wordplay, in direct analysis of a zoom in a featured vision of God, as we have described unto you, seeing through black and black from the beginning, before the creation of earth and the foundations of the heavens made, as seen through the zoom of the viewing of God giving instructions is to be known in the terms of the word analysis, zoo. Therefore, Noah was in an ark, which in today's times would be considered a zoo. Hearing from God, also seeing from God would be considered a zoo. Now, this would be as a vision of God. So we have not left out your gray matter, your in particular places, your magic, your destiny. Even though you have came back after another's pleasure, arrayed in your finest of garment, blushed, fully flushed, content, I understand your trickery. Do you mean to tell me there is a more beautiful princess than you, that is more pure and established? For if so, you can tell me her name, so I can go greet her and show her the loyalty of my servant. For you have taught me well, but I have learned nothing. I greet you in the instance of a mistress, because you smell of seduction, retreat, and dishonor. Shall I pleasure you? How would you feel if I were to play it off? Wash you and bathe you, cleanse you as a newborn baby, offer you unto my God as the most precious sent angel. if I didn't even know. And to whom do you think I am, that I shall mix my goodness with the sanctification of a pleasurable mishaps, as if I would not know? If I want to be solid, steadfast in my congruency, in all my ways, my mistress must do the same. She must be prepared to be at my side as like holding a newborn child. But if you have not that will instilled in you, then I have not yet descended. You know your name, unto which I have given you, before the beginning of time, before the foundations of earth, before the accreditation of the heavens. You were called by your name. You are to be solid in all your works as accounted for, as not yet descended. Come unto one as one, unto me as one, so that we shall bear our child as one, and be accounted for solid, as not descended. To whom have you seeked other knowledge? Have you found a foreign passage to another land that is not yours, to be a forbearance, a hindrance, and a lien? Which is your call of duty? Am I not your master? Full of grace, the humble of old. The things from afar abroad I have brought unto you, so that you shall not seek the foreign ways and lose your way eternally. Is love still whispered in your ear? Is the manna of heaven not spread as a fine, churned, flour, baked on a good day, with hospas, sweet sugar, and leave it cinnamon? Do you not drink the rind of pineapple? For I give unto you the nutrients of why I love you so. I show and prepare the ways that are destined none. For you the only one of your kind. My unfair love, your beauty will never fail you. You have walked in the midst of deceit, entangled yourself with a confidence that loves you not. You have tested my ways and became unpure, but glory has overshadowed you. Now you are chasing after it, like cattle after the grain in a dry land. Can I pasture you? Can I show you a better way? I have given you all things that are good. I have called you my love from the start, in the beginning of the foundations of this earth and world. You shall not deceive me again, but in full and most part you shall not deceive yourself. In this day and age, I shall silence thunder, correct the ways of your intents and doings as a teacher unto a class, a master unto a student, a doctor unto the sick. You shall not blaspheme my ways or my name. You shall come to me as humble as your intrigue to be diluted as a mistress, to be confined, opening your legs and letting another man embellish into your spiritual flesh. The things that were there, that were holy, sacred, solemnly found as unknown in the goodness of before existence, have now left you. You are barren, but not a desolate place. Come unto me, wash yourself, cleanse yourself once again, regain your statutes, dry your tears, let me see your power. But don't be conveyed to come again in another's honor in my presence. If you outwardly define yourself unto your genealogy, your class, for the momentary, consolation, I shall have you at my side, wondering, thinking, why do I care? Why I'm a reflection of myself. I have put forth the honor that distilled purification. It covered the nut with a shell, so that when you cracked it, it would give off its holiday. I forsake you not here in this land, in this time, in this new millennium. I am the presence of God. I am the presence of mind. I find myself not highly or lowly in all places, but yet not have descended. If you are questioning me, then you are questioning yourself.
The Prince and the Princess. Written, authored, owned, arranged. From Michael R. Henry. Executively narrated and produced by Michael R. Henry. No duplication is processable and is prohibited without the written consent and payable dues to Michael R. Henry as a composed written work and art form. We'd like to thank you for viewing today.